Right, so my name is Emma. I work in the industrial department at Cornerstone, and I got promoted from associate to consultant.
Did you have any previous experience?
No, this is my first ever recruitment job. I'm only 2 years out of uni, so actually before this, I'm from a completely different background. I used to do journalism. Then I graduated when COVID hit, so there was no job to be found. So I was 22, decided that, I want to study a little bit more. Came to Japan. Doing journalism without, native Japanese is pretty hard. But I wanted something that kind of gave me the same kind of rush. As I learned more about recruitment, a lot of my senpais work in recruitment from when I was a uni student. And I don't know, it just seemed like a good fit at the time. And now that I'm doing it, I'm really enjoying it.
What are some of the challenges you faced so far?
Oh, so actually, when I started, I was having such a rough time. It took me such a long time to get even my first placement. I felt really behind when it came to the people I started with. But I think what really helped me was when I started leaning into my specialization. So I started specializing within construction, interior design, architecture. We have never specialized in that before here. So it was really hard to get even like a conversation going with my clients at the time because we hadn't really been working with them. So I decided I just really needed to get good at finding the right people. And that was sort of like an entry into it and really understanding the industry. So that's what helped me leading up to the promotion.
How do you keep a strong mind?
I think that's a really good question because I think recruitment is and can be a very, very difficult job, especially if you're not doing well. It's really easy to tie the job and your performance to how you feel about yourself as well. I think for me, what really helped was just kind of just have to shake it off a little bit, and you also just have to remember that you're never going to do well the entire time. Being able to push through that and just keep on doing the same thing you're doing. As long as I keep on trying and keep on doing the things I'm doing, it's gonna work out. At least that's what worked for me.
How has this job helped your career growth?
Recruitment, I think when people hear about it, they expect you to be a very, aggressive, you have to be this kind of way, but actually, I'm more of an introvert. I think that as long as you have a big interest for it, I would always really recommend trying it out. It made me more confident, especially as someone who's very young. It gave me tools to speak with so many different companies, to try out business development, to speak to so many people I never would have otherwise. And, as you're doing it more, you will eventually find your own style as well. So
what is the next goal for you?
Well, next goal for me is definitely senior consultant. I want to get even more specialized. There's so many roles within construction. It could be anything from lighting designer to, someone has to make this chair. Even someone has to design it. And I find that so fascinating and interesting. No one else has really done it in this company so far. So I'm really excited to, get to know the market even more, get to speak to even more companies. So yeah.
Did you fall in love with your industry?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a big part of it. When I first started, I got more different types of role. It wasn't necessarily construction industry at first, but then as more and more I did it, speaking with my manager, he was like, I want all of us to have a specialization. You seem to really like construction, interior design, and you seem to be, really starting to understand the industry. So I think that is a good path for you. And I think I always, really loved creative things, so I just automatically fell in love with it. And I think that's also a big reason why I've been doing well with it.
Should new grads join Cornerstone?
Of course they should join Cornerstone. I think Cornerstone is so unique in that way that they see potential in people who don't have recruitment background. They show that you can do really well even without being a recruiter previously. I interviewed for a lot of recruitment companies that, a lot of the feedback was usually, you don't have any sales experience. And, I can understand that. It can be a little bit scary to invest and put a chance on someone who doesn't have that background, but Cornerstone does. And I think that's why, they produce a lot of really, really strong recruiters.
Great job.
Thank you.